Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the Hillbillies here. Eric Smith and Al Decker, thank you all for coming in and being the Patreon supporters. Thanks for coming in and being my Patreon producers. Go check out my Patreon page. That's Patreon, Hillbilly Food Porn, at Patreon or on Patreon. Check out all my pages. Hillbilly Food Porn on Facebook, Instagram, at Food Hillbilly on Twitter, and my YouTube channel, Hillbilly Food Porn. I've been releasing videos every Friday morning at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, or Pacific Time. I don't know which is standard, which is not standard. So, let me turn you a little bit. There we go. This morning, I want to thank Savage the Boss and Cyclops Gaming, Cyclops Graphics, Sir Smokey. It's gonna take me a second. I had it all written down. We've been packing stuff up. So, Captain Colin and the Captain's Lounge, Bearded Leo, all y'all that I stop into your streams, y'all give me a shout out. Thank you so much for all that support. Dark Lord Santa, thank you so much. Hope you're having a good time out there in the South. This morning, today, this afternoon, whatever today is. Let's see. Start out yesterday. Big Bob, King of Alaska, stopped by my house with his son Snag, and picked me up to take me out to spend some time on the river. And we spent a couple hours on the river, which is beautiful, nice cold water. And Snag got himself about a 10-pound steelhead, a hatchery buck, and I filleted it out for him, and they gave me half of it. So this video is going to be prepping some steelhead fillet for. I'm gonna prep it for the smoker, because smoked steelhead is just awesome. So I see nephew Mike, the driveway dweller, just pulled in. I may have to do a little bit of editing. I don't know. I just don't know. Let me see if I can turn this mic a little bit here. I've got that blue snowball microphone on a stand here, and hopefully it's picking up really good. I'm not quite in the yellow into the red, so looks like it's going pretty well. So without further ado, we're gonna pull this steelhead fillet out. Okay, this is what a half a steelhead looks like. It's a great big old trout that has gone to the ocean and come back. I do the Alaska quick fillet on these, because that's the way I like to do it. It just seems to come off a lot better. When I get it here on the cutting board, I will take my very, very, very sharp fillet knife, and I'll run it down the inside of the ribs here, and just wiggle it right down there, and just come off with a little pile of ribs. So I hear my faithful companion Wile E. Coyote. He's a good dog.
Yeah, I am.
Oh, that's my wife. Oh yeah, I thought it was the dog clicking his toenails on the floor. But it was my beautiful wife behind me. Let me pause. Alrighty. The wife got her ice cream cone. She's resided to the other room again. And that noise is my faithful dog eating his ice cream cone. See, I got a little row of bones right here. That's the ventral bones that go straight out from the ribs. I take out the tail section because those ventral rib bones, they stop right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this very, very, very sharp little fillet knife. I'm going to follow right down that row of bones. And I'm going to try and get all those out of there. They should be all right there. Right along there, nice and pretty. And I'll go down this side of them. I just hit one. Comes right off the top of the shoulder of these things. So, there we go. I'm down to the skin. We'll take the bigger knife and what happens here is we go into the middle, down to the skin, then we turn it sideways. We go right along the skin. I mean right along the skin. So we get the meat. Oh, I went too close to the skin on that one. But it's fixable because I've got a Kai USA Kershaw fillet knife. It's the Kershaw Kai number 1257. Fixed blade, 8-inch, 7-inch, something like that. Holds a good edge. You get nothing but a boneless fillet just like that. Okay, we'll set that over there. We'll run down the back side here, doing the same thing. I know this is probably going to be a real boring video for some of you. Oh, almost went through. I can hear it. I can hear it. I went too low. Yeah. Went into the skin. That's okay. I can hold it up like that. I can fillet that off of there. I gotta rinse the scales off. I don't scale these things at the river. I know a lot of people say, "Oh, you didn't fillet it off. You didn't take the scales off. It's gonna taste terrible." Yeah, I gotta pause again. All right, boys and girls. This is a little strip. It's got all those little rib bones in there. It's probably 1.5 ounces of meat. This is above the ribs. This is the back. If this was a big game animal, we'd call it the backstrap. Here is the front side. Here is the midsection, all completely boneless, skinless. And this is the tail section. Still has the skin on it. I am going to peel that skin off of there, just because I want it all to smoke up the same. Yeah, I want it all to smoke up the same. So we'll take the itty bitty little. This is a Rapala. They innovated. The Swiss innovated these fillet knives. Super thin blade. This one has a non-stick surface on it. I don't care for, but it's still super sharp, super thin blade, and I can start this cut right up to there. Move that camera out just a hair. Yeah, that'll work. Now, see how close I'm getting to that skin there? I will take this knife and finish this up after I rinse the scales off of it. Bring it right over to the edge of the counter, and Got to be really careful about not grabbing that skin, because get into that skin. See, I've already gotten into it a little bit, but I can just back up a little bit and change the angle on that knife. Maybe change the angle on the knife, I don't know. Not doing that great on it. There we go. Change the angle on that. Go up there. Yeah. Wrist is still there. Got skin, got a little bit of skin on here, but we take this itty bitty little Rapala and pull that off of there like that. We can go under this little white piece here. Just skin along. With a proper sharp knife, you can do just about anything. Yeah, it peels right off of there. That will ensure more flavor. Gets into all of the meat. Don't have to marinate near as long to get to the skin side. And it releases. Okay, I gotta show you here. This here. Oh, you can see it on there. You might be able to see it on there. There's a layer of fat on here. Steelhead, summer steelhead in this area of the Pacific Northwest store a lot of fat. When you catch them, they're kind of skinny. There's a lot of fat, especially in that tail section. They use it for reproduction. They come all the way from the ocean. These are rainbow trout that have gone to the ocean and come back. By the river byways, I am 200 miles from the ocean, because they come into the Columbia, down the Willamette, and from the Willamette they come into the Sandy Am system, which I live on. Then the Sandy Am splits from in the north and the south. I live between those two. This fish came out of the farthest reach of the South Sandy Am, almost up against a dam where. Okay, I'll put that piece in there. Where they can't go any farther at all. This backstrap section right here, I'm going to cut it in longer pieces like this. Yeah, like that. Why not? That's going to be yummy. Put it all in the bag just like this. Just like that right there. Nice, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful fillet of meat. This tail section, I am going to take that right there. Right down the middle. Take it off. I'm going to cut a couple more pieces off of here. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to turn it into candy. This is going to be sugar coated, light salt, molasses, some brown sugar, and it's going to be, you see that row of fat in there. I'm going to leave that row of fat because a lot of flavor in there. But when this comes out, it's going to be a dark orange color, and it's going to be sweet, sweet, sweet. This is grown-up candy. A lot of high proteins, a lot of really good stuff. I'm going to add a little bit of a soy to it, soy sauce, because of the salt. And for the most part, it's going to be sugar beyond that. So the coloring it takes is going to take a darker coloring from the soy sauce. I'm going to pause and I'm going to start to prep. All right, boys and girls. We have 2 cups of hot water. We have a cup of white sugar and about a cup of light brown or golden brown cane sugar. And this beautiful stuff here, Kinder's teriyaki, instead of the soy sauce, because I don't want a whole lot of salt. I'm going to drip that over there like that. I'm going to pour about that much, half cup, 3/4 cup in there, just enough to make that look like a mess. I'm going to pull out the
Back in what?
magic mixing tool, and the magic pink mixing tool. So start pulling this together like this, and it makes just goo. So we start adding the hot water so that it melts together. Makes a nice little golden colored stuff. I just want to melt the sugars. Melt the sugars so that they're not crystalline anymore. I got about a cup of water in there. Here's my buddy. Oh, there he is. Mr. Wile E. Coyote. Sneaking in to sniff the trash can. So, while I'm mixing this all together, I'm going to find out what the dog wants. He probably wants a grilled cheese sandwich. So, I am going to finish mixing this beautiful sweet glaze together, and I'll come back to you. Alrighty, I'm back. We got this this sweet glaze marinade pretty much all dissolved in here, using the Kinder's teriyaki as the salt portion of this. Golden brown sugar, about a cup, and white granulated sugar, about a cup. Got this. It's the food saver bag or food saver jug with the lid, but I don't have that food saver anymore. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the jar for folding the bag open. So I'll do it like this. Throw this stuff in here. Take a little bit of this golden brown marinade, beautiful stuff. Throw her on top of there like that. It's so syrupy thick that it's viscous. It's very cool. I'm liking this idea for a marinade. All the fish goes in here. All the absolute filleted fish goes in here, and all the marinade goes in. Just like that. Then we'll take this, set over here like that. I'm going to reuse this bag for the skins in that bony section. I might sneak that bony section into a separate bag and take it over to the coast, use it for ling cod bait or something. But we'll fold this up like this. We'll take the corners, and we'll fold her up, and hopefully this will all get submerged in here. We start to roll it over, getting all the air out of it. Kind of like a food saver, but not creating the vacuum. We'll just get all the air out and we'll squeeze her on shut. Look at there. We have marinating steelhead in a real heavy sugar. So it's going to turn out like candy. Hopefully it's going to turn out as pretty as some of these other Facebook bags do as their candies, but no guarantees. I was trying to rinse some of the sugars off my hands because here in the Pacific Northwest we got these little critters called ants. Anything sweet for miles and miles, they'll find it and they'll infiltrate my house, and I don't want that to happen. I hate them damn things. So rinse the sugars off. This is what this is going to be. I will come back. I'm going to let this marinate overnight. I'm going to smoke it tomorrow. It's probably only going to take a couple hours to smoke it until it comes down to a good firm texture. And then I'm going to pull it out. I will actually take my food saver and I'll actually preserve bag some of these things and then throw them in the freezer for special occasions. We're going to try this one tail section right here, that bigger piece. But yeah, that was me. That was all me. When it comes off of that smoker, that's going to be devoured by the hillbilly himself. So I am going to end this portion of the video, and I'll mark it so that I can edit the next portion onto it. Hopefully we all have a really good time with it. Link in the description for my merchandise page. Stop in and see me at Hillbilly Food Porn on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Go to my Patreon page, become a supporter, and help me keep on doing what I love doing. And hopefully I'll bring out some cool videos that you're really gonna dig. So come on out. The next portion you're gonna see is this stuff coming off of the smoker rack and just being a beautiful day. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is day 2 steelhead smoking venture. We've got steelhead marinated in the heavy sugar solution. I've got parchment paper down on the counter because I don't want to get yelled at. Oh yeah, it's gonna be tough to grab, really tough to grab. But it's gonna look great. We'll set this up on these racks. Oh, look at that. That beautiful tail section right there. Oh my. Beautifully candied. Tell you what, when you put steelhead to marinate in the refrigerator, it gets cold. Cold on the old fingertips here. Set it out like that. Just a little bit of separation so that they don't stick together to each other, that kind of thing. There's not going to be a ton of it, but what there is of it, it is going to be lusciously tasty. So, another piece. My wife is in talking to one of her buddies about selling our little tractor. Might be hearing them in the background. I'll probably have to have them sign a release. Okay, boys and girls, this is a combination pin clip summer steelhead with 1 cup of white sugar, 1 cup of brown or golden brown sugar, that's light brown, a cup of hot water, and about a half a cup of Tinder's organic teriyaki sauce. Using that for the salt and the savory kind of a flavor. This is what it's going to look like. I'm going to let this dry just a little bit, and then I'm going to take it out and put it on the smoker. It's not going to take long to smoke because there's not very much of it here, and apparently my smoker is very, very, very efficient. So, this is what it's going to look like. Snag Lee is the kid that caught this thing. He is such a great fisherman, such a pain in the butt, but he's a good kid, as kids go. So, I'm going to go ahead and pause this. Well, I'm going to stop this video. I'll make some breakfast. I might record making breakfast. I don't know. But I'm going to make a little bit of breakfast and let this dry some, throw it out on the smoker, bring it back in, and I'll record taking it off of this grill and getting it ready for bags. This is completely boneless, sugar coated. It is going to be absolute perfect candy. I will talk with you soon, gentlemen. Just got these lovelies out the smoker. Use my cool little spatula tool here to kind of break them free, because the sugar really makes them stick really well. But my cool little spatula tool works great for bopping them off of there. It's a little bit warm right now, so I'm not going to taste test them. Maybe I might. You never know. I've seen me do it before, but well, oh, there's a chunk right there. Golly. Oh, it's sticky. Oh, it's sticky. But just want to get it broke loose so that as it cools away from that steel, it'll turn into something glorious and wonderful. Oh yeah. I will. The beautiful thing about this stuff is it keeps forever. For absolute ever. Alright, we got it pulled away there. I'm going to grab a little paper plate here. I'm going to cool it off. Lay some here. Put it in the, just set it in the fridge for a few. It'll help cool it down quick. Seal that moisture in. At least I hope. Yeah, I might need a couple of those. But, oh yeah, there we go. So that's what we're looking at. That's a good coloring there. Good sugar burn on it. All beautiful. Take these little chunks right here. Oh yeah. Sweet and yummy. Got some smoke to it. Whole lot of sweet to it. It turned out pretty darn good. We'll chill her off and I'll bag it up. I'll make some special deliveries. Got a couple of friends that love this stuff and they do everything they can to help me out in all my endeavors, all my life struggles. So this is it. Candied smoked steelhead, fresh out of the river, into the brine, into the smoker, and now out. Takes 2 days to do total, and it's a beautiful day. Eric Smith, Al Decker, Cameron Reich, and Riley Bradley have all signed up with the Patreon account as supporters of various levels. Savage the Boss, Cyclops Gaming, Cyclops Graphics. He's the guy who did this graphic here for me. Wonderful, wonderful work. As of today, I'm making this video. Hillbilly Food Porn is 1 year old. Doesn't seem like it's been a year. All kinds of fun though. So this video is going to come up on Friday morning at 9 a.m. I'll post a teaser out there. And my grandson snooping in the fridge. Get out of the fridge. Yeah. I will post this. I will post this up Friday at 9 a.m. I think it's going to be. I'm not sure the date. Let's look. Let's look at the date. Today's the 22nd, so it will be the 24th. 7/24, 2020. Sir Smokey Gaming, Captain Colin, the Captain's Lounge Gaming, Every time I stop in, you guys throw the shout out for me. Dark Lord Santa, Jay Valentine. Keep doing what you're doing. Lots of love for all the gamers out there. Go to my Facebook page, and you'll see GoFundMe for a gamer. Lost a place to live. If you can do anything, please do anything. If you can't do anything, at least share that post so that the word gets out. A lot of people these days need a little bit of help. A few people need a whole lot of help. I'm doing what I can. I'm going to donate some money that's been donated to me. I freely give what has been given to me. So give till it hurts, and the hurt will go away, more than likely. Thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Get out, catch some fish, go hunting, get some game animals, game birds, game fish. Prepare it properly. You'll end up loving it forever. So there's no excuse not to. Thank you all once again for supporting my ventures in this thing. It's been a year. It has been a blast. Thank you all for watching, and for God's sake, please eat well.